Hello everyone, and welcome back to Urza Masters Magic. Thank you all for joining me. As you can see, we've already got the first magical node under our control. We have a magic spirit in there guarding it, which will prevent somebody else from just walking in and taking it, such as this other wizard over here. And we can see them by clicking on the magic button. They are uneasy. They're not officially at war with us. They have a crap ton of money, though. My goodness. So I'm kind of worried about them being over here. They also have their own sorcery node guarded by a magic spirit. At some point, I might endeavor to take it back. Magic spirits, however, are flying, and so they can melee attack my sprites, which are the reason I've been steamrolling these nodes so far. Right now I'm headed over to get this next one over here, Phantom Warriors and more Phantom Warriors. And because of my node net mastery ability, I'm getting double the points for these. Over here in Exeter, our capital city, we're creating some settlers because there's some great city locations to build on, and we want to be able to capitalize on that. Specifically, like right here, even though it's right next to three places with nasty monsters in them, I believe you do still get the terrain benefit, because otherwise this spot wouldn't be as good as it is, because this spot is really good. And it is within 2 hexes of this iron ore, so it will reduce normal unit cost by 5% as well. Okay, so we have our sprites here. We can look at their unit pane. But they've already moved this turn, so we're done there. We're currently researching, and we are actually researching a wall of fire. We're going to have that done in 13 turns. Exeter has grown to a population of 8. Very good. Okay. So now we're only 3 turns away from the settlers. And we'll have our sprites make their way towards the node. There's Chaos Spawns in there, Guardian Spirits in there, Demon Lords in there. Those are all not easy to see. Okay, and I think we found the edge of this content, so we're gonna circle up this way. Although actually that was pretty dumb. I need to go back down this way towards the node to claim it once I've finished it. And we're currently casting a second unit of sprites. Once it's done, we'll go ahead and cast another magic spirit. So let me do some math here, actually. The magic spirit we're going to get in 3 turns. 3. So wait, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6. So in 8 turns is what it's going to take me to cast the magic spirit and get it to the node. And it looks like it's at least as long for that magic spirit to come over here and take it over himself. So there's no point in that. We might as well just leave this one on scouting duty. And we'll see how many of them are in here. Hopefully not too many. Oh, just 2. Oh, it's quite easy. Theoretically, it's quite easy. Okay, we managed to kill one of them. And we have to wait out the 50-turn limit. Units retreat exhausted. Next turn, we should be able to finish that off. And then we can head down here for the next one. Okay, we've got our second sprite unit. And we'll go ahead and start casting Magic Spirit as well. Actually, before you start moving, you can go in there and have another round of combat. Hopefully this will be enough to dispatch this other. Okay, excellent. We're triumphant, and we find 167 mana crystals. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. You go ahead and go to this square over here. Wow, we have so much mana now. I don't think we actually need to have all of our points in mana. I think we're okay putting more of it into casting skill. Research, I'm not terribly enthusiastic about because there's not... Wall of Fire is not that great a spell. A 4-strength fireball attack. Yeah, I mean that's great if we have cities to defend, which right now we don't, but eventually we will. Counter magic, I guess, is pretty good. So is water walking is going to be better later in the game. Fire elemental is quite good. You just cast this in combat and it gives you a free unit for that combat, and it's quite potent. It requires 20 magic to cast, which I currently cannot do on my own with a skill of 16. So yeah, we're gonna definitely try to put more. We'll leave a little bit in mana, but we'll mostly go into casting skill. In fact, we'll put 16 of it in casting skill, which is equal to our current skill. Yeah, -5 mana because we're deficit spending at this point, which is fine. And we've got our magic spirit. You're gonna go. Oh, not only that, but we also have the settler. So you're gonna go over there. The settler, as we've figured out using our surveyor, we have deduced that this is a great city spot. Oh, actually, no, this one's even better. Yeah, right here. This one has a better gold bonus, though, because it's next to the ocean. And the production bonus is almost as good, and the maximum pop is almost as good. Yeah, I actually think this place might be better. It also has access to iron, whereas this one actually doesn't. So yeah, for that reason, I think this is the place to go. Right next to the cave with a great drake in it, as it turns out. Okay, and I think it's the same distance away. And by the way, these units, because they fly, they have a scouting distance of 2, which is why I'm exploring the map a little bit easier than my magic spirit can, which, by the way, does not fly. It doesn't fly, it does have swimming, so it can move in the water, but it is a ground unit. So it's worth bearing that in mind. How are we doing in terms of our casting skill? That's up to 17. Okay, we'll put a little bit more in magic. Actually, let's just put 8 in there just so we don't have just so we're not running a deficit. I don't like deficits. And we don't need to build another settler unit. We need to figure out what else we want to build here. A shrine. That's what we're going to build there. Okay. So we have warbears and we have phantom warriors. Oh, I should cast a spell. 4 turns for sprites because my casting skill is effectively 24. Okay. Where do I want the magic spirit? Actually, the magic spirit's probably a good idea. On the theory that I'm going to get these phantom warriors out relatively quickly. Oh, only 2 of them. Okay. Oh, with luck I might be able to get the second one also. Probably not. Oh, close. Now, theoretically, I could cast a spell, a firebolt spell, to try to kill these last 2 units, but it's actually going to cost twice as much mana as it says because of how far this combat is away from my wizard tower. The further it is away, the more expensive it is to cast spells in that combat. All units retreat exhausted. You're going to keep going that way. You're going to keep going that way. I'm going to peek in this village, and wow, there's a lot of units in there. Okay. We're still casting Magic Spirit. That's going to pop this turn. There it is, and that's costing me mana very slowly, but I'm okay with that. You start moving. You go in here and finish this last Phantom Warrior off. Barring disaster. Okay, very good. And what do we find? Another 167 mana crystals. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, let's just put it all in skill. We have way more mana than we need right now. Oh, we found another wizardry tower. So I guess the next stop is the Warbears. Stone Giant's not going to be a good fight. Great Drake's not going to be a good fight. And then after the bears, I guess we start attacking these neutral towns. I wonder if there's any good city locations around here. That place is pretty well settled. That place is pretty well settled. That's a really poor site because I haven't explored around it, so it doesn't count squares you haven't explored. There's some fair locations in here. This one looks... in here might be vaguely decent. 19, that's not bad. And it's next to the Silver Ore, which is pretty good. Although there's more terrain there to explore. Speaking of terrain to explore... oh, we can't move that unit now. Okay. That's fine. Exeter has grown once again. Oops! No, I didn't mean to do that. That was dumb. Okay. I keep wanting to left-click on cities to select them, but it's right-click in this game. Okay, we still have the one rebel, and we have too much food, so we can convert one of them to building, and we're going to get that shrine in 5 turns. And we're still growing at a very rapid clip, because the maximum... wow, plus 70. How is it so much? Oh, because that does count the things I built, so that includes my marketplace in there. Right. The natural bonus is only plus 20, and it's a plus 50 for the marketplace. But anyway, the maximum population of this town is 25. The further you are below that, right now it's 8, the faster you grow. So as you approach your population cap, the amount that you grow will slow down. So let's peek in here, and we'll look in the wizard tower. Great Worm. Yeah, we're not doing that. No, sir. Okay, so you're there. You can meld now. And wow. 7 sparkly, so that's going to give us another 14 points of magic power. To give us a 31-point power base and all. Which I suppose will put some of it towards magic points. Okay, because of my stupidity, I only have 1 sprite unit to attack these warbears this round. So these warbears have, wow, a lot of hit points. This actually might not be doable, but we will see. Yeah, 1 sprite might not be sufficient to kill a single warbear unit. Or maybe. That was a much better hit than the last one. Oh yeah, we're out of ammo now. Okay, I guess the question now is, do I want to cast a... oh, it only has 1 hit left. Do I want to cast a firebolt? It's 10 magic points rather than 5, but... yeah, sure. Just because I feel like it. We'll do that. Smite it with fire. Okay. So that at least takes care of 1 unit of warbears. And There's a few of them running around wasting my time. Wow. Really wasting my time. My goodness. Okay, this will eventually... Well, part of the reason I want more sprites is A, to make this fight winnable without spending mana, and B, so it will take fewer turns and I won't have to waste your time and mine clicking done 50 times. Okay, 50 turns, there we go. You're up here. And I would like to see what's inside this temple. Probably a white unit of some kind. A guardian spirit. Okay, that is beatable. Actually, let's start casting more sprites. We have so much mana that we can afford to have like a whole army full of sprites at this point. We want to leverage that node mastery because we're getting so much mana from all of these nodes that we're going to have. So you've both have already moved. Okay, so what we're going to do is... So this has nothing in it. Yeah, it's just a sorcery node. So we're going to move here. You're going to move here. And then the two of you combined, by our forces combined, attack the warbearers. Okay, so this should be a lot more straightforward than the last one. Oh, wow. Okay, how many do we have? Only 2 ammo left per unit. Okay, we're probably not going to be able to kill this last one. Nope. Oh, it's going to take 2 clicks per turn now because I have to end the turn for both of them. Oh my. I do wish there was like a auto-done... my finger's going to get tired at this rate. Kind of a cheesy strategy, I know, but part of the fun of Master of Magic is that almost everything you can do is cheesy to an extent. I mean, there's not... The quote-unquote straightforward strategies just aren't very good. Part of the fun of Master of Magic is that of all the spells and units that you can get in the game, like, all of them feel really good. Whoops. Don't auto. Oh, we're done anyway. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so we've now reached this spot, so we can go ahead and build a city. And we'll name it Dover, that's fine. And we'll go ahead and continue exploring this peninsula here. Next turn we should be able to finish off these warbears and collect whatever prize might be hidden within the... Oh my god, there's a road segment here. Look at this. That must mean that there's another town here waiting to be conquered. I'm now very curious what that is. That's a very small town. Yeah, I'm going to head over in that direction. And then move in to attack the warbears. Because that place is near the opponent. I want to be able to conquer that city before they have an opportunity to. Oh, only one ammo. Oh, boo! Okay, well, I don't feel like waiting again, so we're going to cast a firebolt. Oh, that didn't do the job. Ah, crap. Okay. So your melee is 7. I wonder what the realistic chance of... Okay, I guess we'll just cast another firebolt. That's fine. So we get 127 gold and a counter magic spell. Very cool, very cool. That is like a preemptive... So, whoop, this is a map of the world, incidentally, but very useful. Where was it? That would be in miscellaneous spells. Counter magic. Oh, whoop. That's actually an enchantment. Oh, it's the other kind. Oh, no, it's a combat enchantment, right. It's a preemptive counter spell, basically. When you cast this, it creates a reserve of counter magic power which resists all spells cast by an opponent wizard as if you had cast an equally strong dispel magic. I imagine that gets my rune mastery bonus, because I'm really good at dispel magic. So therefore, this spell is a lot better. Each spell casting attempt by the opposing wizard reduces the strength of the counter magic reserve by 5. So pouring a lot of mana into that at the start of each battle is a good way to make sure my opponents aren't up to any kind of shenanigans. And now that my casting skill is 20... Let's see here. I kind of want to take my points out of skill a little bit. Actually, we'll reduce it to 20. And I guess we can put it some combination of mana and research. Actually, let's check how many... Oh, we only need 18 to get Wall of Fire. So let's go ahead and put exactly 18 research points in there. And we'll just put 10 in skill for now. That's fine. And because I counted that exactly, we've now researched Wall of Fire, and we get to choose... So counter magic was among my research possibilities, and actually researching something unlocks another one. So what can I get? I can get Dispel Magic in 5 turns. Oh, Resist Magic I can get in 2 turns. I can actually basically get that in 1 turn. Adds 3 to all resistance rolls versus magic. I mean, that's not a great spell. 5 mana is not a lot, but the spell doesn't do much. It only affects 1 unit. I mean, you can cast it over land and it starts costing you mana per turn, which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world, but... Fire Elemental is quite good, though. Immolation, that's the new one here. I think we're into the uncommon spells now. Surrounds the target unit with a fiery aura that inflicts a strength 4 magical fire attack on all enemies engaging it in melee combat. That's pretty cool. But we'll go ahead and take Resist Magic, because we can research it immediately. And we'll take our sprites, and we'll figure out what that... Oh, that's one of her units, and she has some skeletons guarding it. Oh, only a single unit of skeletons guarding it? Wow, it's like completely undefended. I can just take it. Let's see, it has a smithy and a barracks and a builder's hall. Is it worth really making her angry, though? Maybe. Unease is what... I mean, she's chaotic, so she might just decide to attack me at any moment anyway. And I do have that really cool counter magic spell, so I can preemptively stop any sort of shenanigans. Go ahead and meld, and actually that means I need to readjust these so I don't overpay on research. There we go. And yet another landmass. Yeah, I guess I'm going to attack this town. It's just so easy. It's so, assuming they don't bolster their defenses. Oh, there's illusionary units coming to attack me somehow. Anyway, we've gotten our resist magic spell. And summoning circle is what we can research if we want to move the location of our summoning circle. How much mana does that cost? 50? Let's see, web. I guess we'll just go for cheap spells here. The outpost of Dover is grown into a hamlet. Boy, by the sound of that bzz with red text, I thought something horrible was happening. But no, we got our shrine, which also improves our power by 1 and reduces the unrest level, which is good. And we could just build housing, actually. We're at plus 300 a turn. This city's growing like gangbusters. We could build a miners guild, which eventually leads to mechanicians guild. Although I think we want a temple right now. It eventually gets us to Animus. Parthenon and Animist guild, both of which are important. This just gives us better... These just give us better units we can build, which I'm not terribly concerned with. We can just have our army of sprites, and that's good. Turn wood into deadly weaponry, which means we can build bowmen. But it increases the production of forest squares. Do we have forest squares? A few, not that many. Mineral bonuses and production. We don't have any minerals. So I guess we'll just build a... plus 2 spell research points is pretty good. How long is this going to take? 4 turns? Yeah, I guess we'll just build a library because it's cheap. And we got another unit of sprites. Excellent. Oh my goodness! They're gonna attack. They're gonna sack my town. What? Screwy Phantom Warriors. Oh my god. Not my brand new village. Quick. Oh, I don't think that... Yeah, it's too late. We can't... If I can buy a unit of spearmen, for instance, which I should probably build anyway, but... How much does it cost to buy? 36 gold. Yeah, but that's not going to do anything because they're going to like attack the town and destroy it before I can... Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess that town is getting torched then. What a shame. What awful timing. Oh, another unexplored dungeon over there. Okay, so I guess I'll move here and explore the dungeon if my thing gets wrecked. And is this still... Yeah, just the one skeleton unit. Alright then. Black Sleep. Okay, well whatever that was, it didn't do anything. So I could cast a spell. Wow, range 2.5. So it's going to be quite expensive. I could cast Counter Magic. Well, whatever they did didn't work. So, I mean, if they hadn't just cast that spell, I'd be inclined to Missiles Immunity. I don't think this applies to magical attacks. Yeah, this isn't a missile attack. Yep, there we go. Oh! In comes the fireball. Okay. No, I do not want to raise the city. We destroyed the barracks and the builder's hall. Oh, well, that's a shame. But we've looted 26 gold pieces. And... Oh, you have a unit of engineers. Probably to build roads. Oh, building roads. That seems like a good reason to have engineers. Yeah, I think I should build some engineers, because building roads seems good, but I think we'll build the library first, because it would be helpful to have other local towns to build roads to that aren't about to be destroyed. Destroyed Builders Hall. Yep, that is a thing. Okay, so we've got one unit of angry people. And 2 surplus food, so we'll go in here and remove the surplus food. Okay. So you're actually giving us quite a lot of money. Oh, because we're making trade goods, that's why. Make it. So the marketplace increases the taxable revenues. What are we looking at here? Oh, that's pretty good. So that'll give us some money per turn. It's also going to take a while to build. I guess just a couple of units of spearmen just to have a defense might not be a bad idea, especially because they don't cost gold and gold per turn to keep running. How much does it cost to buy them? 40 gold? Nah, I'll just wait the 2 turns. That's fine. Okay, you have already moved this turn, so you're done. And I'm about to get another spell. Oh, and we're going to get a nasty gram. I shall follow you to the ends of the worlds and destroy you without mercy. You know, you figure she'd be unhappy that I just, captured her town. She hates me. Okay, yeah, well, I doesn't take a genius to make that connection. 4 turns to research web. That's fine with me. And, oh, they didn't... Yeah. Yes, we'll buy the spearmen. Because they did not just summarily demolish my town, which is good to see. We'll get the engineers in a turn. And we'll check out this room, which we have not... Many gargoyles. No, gargoyles can fly, and that means they can attack me without mercy. And, ooh, here we go. We found another wizard. Halflings of Cornberry. And it's guarded by some... Oh, it's Nagas. And 3 units of sprites. Swordsman, spearman. Oh, and that's his fortress right there. Okay. Oh, they've got more units defending the Hellhounds. Those are trouble. Because those are a match for my sprites because they have breath attacks. Oh my. They're going to kill my sprites. Quickly, we're going to cast counter magic. We'll put 5 additional power in it. Okay, that will reduce the possibility of shenanigans. And they're not going to bother trying to cast through it. And I have a food deficit, so I'm going to have to go somewhere. Oh, you're getting the spearman in 1 turn. There we go. Yeah, I think we should leave this one behind to garrison the town for at least a moment. And wow, I'm making so much money. I kind of want to start buying buildings. $110 per turn. Yeah, this town's going to start building. Oh, 1/2s. Oh, I'm only getting half benefit because this town is here. Okay, that's right. Yeah, you can't double up on resources. You can have the same... So these tiles are within the fat cross of another town, which is why I only get half the benefit from them. It gets split between them. I'll count to 10, and when I open my eyes, you had better be gone. Okay, Raven doesn't seem like a very nice fellow. Although he's neutral, that doesn't seem like a very neutral response by him. Personality peaceful, objective expansionist. That is... Well, peaceful, I guess, is less threatening, but expansionist means he's going to try to... Going to try to take stuff that before I get to it. He has 6 books of blue and 4 of green. So we might be able to swap spells with him. We'll go ahead and have a chat. Greetings, most powerful Urza 47. When you have a better understanding of magic, we will talk. I guess I don't have anything he wants. Which is not great. Oh, I don't need to like wait past turns in order to heal. It just sort of happens. Okay, well, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you next episode when we will figure out what we're going to do next. Probably start conquering these neutral towns that are dotting the landscape. I wonder if there's a land bridge. No, there's probably not, as we see this here. Let me see this here. So unless there's some really wacky land path like this is on a separate continent from my city. And we can look at the cartographer for a... Yeah, this seems like the largest continent that I'm on. And there's quite a lot of neutral cities around my starting location that I can conquer, which is good. And not nearly so many near Sherry, which is kind of interesting. Okay, well anyway, thank you all, and I will see you later. So long, and good night.